steady aim at the target. I'm flooding the market, a break from the garbage. An artist, sensitive about mind pardon. No margin for error, flawless be rarer. The black cat goddess, you walking with a panther. Painting these pictures with words like Samantha.
My girl, Madam Money, aka Trap, and welcome to the official Mach-Hommy hive rant over Fetes Des Morts, Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. Like, yo, this is a project that just released on Tidal. Now, we know he had his, like, first official Tidal release, Mac Hard's Lemonade, which is hard. That's, like, one of my top projects of the year. I keep it on a hush. Wait until my year-end lists come out. But, dog, real quick, like, shout out to Nicholas Craven, because when I saw this, I was like, dog, like, which tracks did you produce on here? And told me, no, none of them, because this was done in 2017. And here we go again with, you feel me, the Hommy Hive always trying to block me from getting into greatness and stuff like this, because this was all around the same time I got really interested in Mach-Hommy. So, you know, it is crazy as hell. This whole body of work is produced by Earl Sweatshirt, you feel me, except for one track on here, track number 3, Embarrassment of Riches, is by Navy Dust Wavy, you feel me. But let's get into this real quick. Like, yo, I really don't like you niggas. Like, it's crazy. I got so attacked. Even on my Mac Hard's Lemonade review, and me, I'm trying to, like, just give it all the way props. I got attacked after attack after attack just off of this, because y'all diehard fans out there, y'all are real diehard fans. But let me in. Like, no, I'm coming. I'm here because I appreciate this man's bars. Now, once I really started digging into his discography and his features and stuff like that, yo, nobody talks like him. And I'm gonna be clear here again, nobody talks like him. His wordplay is crazy. Now I'm gonna take it real light on here, because I don't want to like mess up what he really does have going on here. But just know, understand, like, his references and his wordplay is crazy, and his overall sound on things is absolutely nuts to me. The first track on here, Henrietta LAX. You know, he talking about a girl, and he starts it off saying, you know, if I was messing with so-and-so, whatever have you. He compared the girl to being thicker than 100 grand. Now, that is really thick. He also says on there that, you know, all the girls look the same, but their attitudes is different. And something I did appreciate like that, because it's a lot of these same chicks out here, and then bobble. But depending on where you from, they do have different mindsets, even though they all look the same. So I appreciate him taking out the time and letting everybody know that. The next track on here, TTFN, Lashes of Fire. He says, you screw around, you wearing armor that thin. I got the powder for that fresh trim. And it's like, yo, he's saying some crazy shit on this track too, as always. And as we go along with this, it's crazy, because, like, I could see why he released this body of work with Tidal, because if you appreciated Max Hard Lemonade and now you're going, like, backwards, this is similar sound wise, and, like, not totally, because Max Hard Lemonade is way more polished than that. And that's something I was like, you know, in 3 short years, he's coming out being way more polished than just a little bit a while ago. But I could see why this would be another introductory project into him before he hit you with something real heavy. All right. Track 3 on here, Embarrassment of Riches, which I just shouted out the producer on here, Navy Dust Wavy, I apologize. I clap watching catalogs drain, and, like, the seriousness behind that. First of all, this beat is way different, so you could tell that it wasn't produced by the same producer, even though, you know, it's like real, like, I don't want to call it light, but it's like a more lighter type of West Coast vibe, but not really. Like, I don't really know how to put it into words about it. If you could help me describe how that beat sounds, let me know. But I clap watching catalogs drain. And, like, you know, how do you drain a person's catalog? you overdo it. You flushing it. You flushing your catalog. You're putting out too much work that you're flushing your catalog. You're actually making your catalog drain. So he plays into the fact that he drops, might not drop a lot of work, even though he does on the low, but watching people play into the microwave era and watching them destroy their catalog or having things not as impactful or important in their catalog because they're playing into the microwave era, especially in the underground. I thought just something so simple like that was so deep. It's crazy as hell. Next track on here, Bass and Blue, Jack Mel. I pull up with 5 sticks like Wrigley's, double up. No. See, this is why I don't like to recite his bars, right? Pull up with 5 sticks like Wrigley's for double mint. You got drawing the line, leave your mind squiggly. Like, it's crazy as hell. He's spitting some real shit in this shit too. He always spitting some real shit. It's crazy as hell. That's why, like, yo, the bar, his bar work is just nuts to me. And like I said, I just get so disappointed y'all went and let me in. You feel me, into the greatness that was him when I was asking and inquiring about him. They try to shut me out and shut me down. It's like, yo, how many girls really trying to sit around here and listen to him? But like some of the references and stuff on here, man, I could tell on here too, on this particular body of work, his age range now, because he's something like a figure to me. Like, I don't know how old he is. I don't know what's going on. I know he's from Jersey, but some of the references he have on here, I know he's an older cat. That's something that I noticed too. In Mac Hard Lemonade, some of those references and stuff like that is not something that's, like somebody who's 25 or like 24, 25 years old right now is going to be aware of and use it in these places like this. I could tell, he's in his 30s or something like that just because of all of this, but he's very smart. The next track on here, Carpe DM, is a play or Carpe Diem, seize the moment. He says seize the play, and that just reminds me of like his wordplay on things and bringing these old sayings like into the new age, like new technology age and all of this stuff. Even something like when he says like clout Dracula. Like, dog, like, yo, that shit's so mesmerizing to me that like Count Dracula, Clout Dracula, and that shit makes perfect sense. Same thing with here, Carpe Diem, seize the play, seize your DMs, like, you feel me? And it's just nuts, and he's spitting on that as well. Number 6 on here is Manger Midi, lunch, and I just like, it's like these filters he used over his voice. And when it comes down to these things, he also speaking in Creole on here. He also always just lets you know, like, yo, he been repping this shit before. It was cool to rep it because at the time it wasn't cool to rep that you was Haitian or whatever have you. And I definitely understand and remember that time period very, very well. So, always true to himself as he always must be. On here he says 280 characters. I bet they all on the dick twit. And it's like, yo, you somebody sitting around and just tweeting about him all day. Shit is nuts, man. I'm telling you, shit is just way, 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 way dope. So I'm about to get out of here with all of that stuff. Like, yo, let me know. I need to know what is his best project, period. What is Mach-Hommy's best project, period, so I can go and I could dissect it and I could bring it to you only the way I know how to do it, all right? So let me know in the comments below, and let me know how you feel about him releasing these type of projects now on streaming platforms, something that he was totally against. And I know that, it costs a lot to even purchase his bodies of work. So how do you feel as a true fan of his about him doing that to gain more fans and be more successful? Because that's exactly what's happening here. It's happening with me. So this is the whole point of this. But I'm about to get out of here. I'm Madam Money. You can follow me on Twitter and IG at Madam Money Says. That's MADAMMONEYSAYS. Dog, just really, really dope. Like, yo, like I said, nobody speaks like him. Peace.
Kundalini, this the glow up. The beast back, floodgates, she unleashed that. Ease back, you don't know where my peeps at. I keep that heat that'll light your soul up. Talking about Kundalini, this the glow up.
This is opulence.
Focused and confident, competent, equipped to hold my own on any continent. More sauce than condiments. Incontinent, I'm pissing on conglomerates.
Dominant.
At peace like salam with it, melanin dominant.